So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
It's going to be a real pleasure to see the mercurial Alessandro Del Piero.
Genuine legend of the Italian game.
Yeah, the Del Piero zone was named after his trademark move of drifting out wide before easing inside to aim at the far post, and he can play.
And the finish! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly. Tries a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero, another ice-cool goal! About as smooth as it gets. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another...
Ibrahimovic! Just cruising. They are cruising. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
We are glad to inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Olympique de Marseille, Milan AC.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest tempo games.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Aims beyond the defence. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Buffon punts it upfield. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Del Piero. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Turan. And they've switched it over to the other side. Seedorf. Del Piero is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Now it's Pelé. And it's Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's found a way through. Del Piero! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Still goalless. Varane promptly onto that, and that is that. Del Piero. Marseille were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Messi. Rodri. Threads one in. Nicely weighted ball. Pass is just off target.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for a runner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Messi, very much a man of this moment. Ibrahimovic. Seedorf. Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is good alertness. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi. Adriano. It's a searching pass. That's been cut out, well played. Played back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Oh, that's well spotted. Adriano. Played out wide. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yaya Toure.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And he was quick to react. Ibrahimovic. That's an imaginative pass. Neatly clipped into space. And we hit half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 14, le numéro 11, Messi. À leur place, le numéro 18, Luis Suarez, le numéro 25.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Now it's Cruyff. And this is Pele. He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Neymar. Tries to pass it through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And this is Messi. Pele. Marseille have reclaimed it. Del Piero. And Shevchenko. Facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Corner number 2 then.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 1, le numéro 15, le numéro 20. À leur place, le numéro 7, Neymar, le numéro 5, Vieira, le numéro 17. Changement en cours.
And he's had a hit!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan have their third corner. Maldini in towards the back stick. That has not gone well. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's got away. Ball driven towards Adriano!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, nicely intercepted. Keeper's got good distance on that. Adriano. Vieira. Rodri. Now it's Luis Suarez. Tries to play it through. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The most accurate pass. Great vision. And it's been played through. Neymar.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That's a cute ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Mbappe receives it in a wide position.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that is that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
There aren't many defenders, Peter, who assist more goals than Andy Robertson here, that's for sure. He's reliable, consistently excellent in what he delivers going forward, and it doesn't really compromise on his defensive duties. A manager's dream in many ways, and a model man, and I would say a model footballer.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. No way through. Now it's Del Piero. Del Piero. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Del takes a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. And here's Messi. Messi's cross. That's a decent clearance. Pirlo touches it back. And it's Messi. And Messi! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Del Piero picks it up from the goal kick. Now it's Isco. He's got away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Isco. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Still goalless at the moment. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's picked his way. Pirlo! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Del Piero. Pirlo. And Del Piero! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Bout of passing here. Adriano! And he's taking no chances there. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Oh, that's clever. He's in space and looking for options. Pirlo. Rijkaard tries to pass it through, and this is Batistuta, and he's surging through. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. And that's a great chance! It's in! What a delicious finish, that is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So the first goal of just the goalkeeper.
And he shoots!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that has earned a reprieve.
He's having a go!
They've got to be quick to recover this. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. So much time and space here. Neymar. Rijkaard.
So what can they make of this?
No, he's just misjudged that one.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Xabi Alonso spots it and intercepts. It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Maldini. Rafael Varane. Adriano. Messi is in a really good position out wide.
Oh, he's been caught napping!
Neymar.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And here's the chance to counter. And this is Batistuta. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And he welcomes it in. That is good alertness. And he's managed to get rid. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Oh, he's bustling through. It's Ibrahimovic! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
And he's gone looking for safety. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Such good technique.
And he's picked out the run. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Davids. And that interception was most necessary. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Milan are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che sul maxi schermo è possibile seguire le notizie sul traffico. Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 2, Pirlo. Lascia il campo per il numero 8.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He's shifting through...
And the shot! That is some save from De Gea!
And he's whipped it across. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition.
And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
That's a decent clearance. Corner number 2 then. Varane is there and he can get that clear. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Maldini is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Threads one in. He has found the way through. And the flag has stayed down. Milan still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. Not the most accurate pass. Can he spark a counter here?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi, great ball. Chance, surely! They've done it! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Xavi Alonso. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Fermin! Goal! And they're back in front! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Ambitious ball here. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that is as far as they're going to go. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Can he get it through? And it's Neymar. Chooses to go back. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Messi. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! And once more we are all square! You score, we score!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, all square, and not for the first time.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted. with such a response.
Del Piero. That's very neat. And Del Piero! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
It's run loose here. Has a look and plays it forward. And this is Shevchenko.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There's the shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it!
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Shevchenko demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Milan complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Del Piero, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Maldini, a picture of focus and alertness. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra...
Chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Owen clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
All hands on deck for this one.
Fermin!
He's done very well to get to that.
Fermin actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Fermin. Great vision. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh no, what has happened here? And he's gone backward here, and it's Lopez. That's a nicely weighted pass. And he's there to clear it. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Milan may not have finished with 11, but they have shown terrific spirit and they claim the win.
Well, Peter, it's a remarkable result, a real show of character in the circumstances when most would have been happy to maybe drop their heads. They grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck and found a winner despite their disadvantages. Superb.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Irwin completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Adriano, now it's Messi. Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bullet. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Tries to play it through. And it's crossed into the middle. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
That is good alertness.
And it's De Bruyne.
Messi.
Xavi Alonso.
Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Bullet. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Passing is crisp and sharp, and this is Adriano.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. There could be trouble here.
But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And it's Seedorf. And this is Neymar. And he shoots! Goal! Milan! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And this is Neymar. He has found the way through.
Neymar!
Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's been caught napping. Played in with purpose.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Kimmich. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Maldini. Now it's Hullet. And it's made its way to him. Oh, what has happened here? Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Neymar with the short one. And here's Neymar. Swings in across. Up he goes! And it's in! And that takes him up to double figures. The first significant goal-scoring landmark. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well played, well played. Hullet. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. He's got away. Neymar. Araujo with a fine tackle. And that has put paid to that. And this is Adriano. And he's heaved it away. Opts for safety. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And this is Messi. Played out towards the right wing. Elects to cross. Saliba getting this one clear. Kimmich. Raul puts his foot on the gas. Done delicately. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Irwin. And the whistle goes for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. That gets things going for the second half. Out towards the flank. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar. He's had it taken off him. That has not gone well. Lovely pass, but can he get there? The shapes to shoot! That is decidedly lacking.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Adriano. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And the shot's on here. There's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
A case now of complete control. Oh no, what has happened here? Adriano. Oh, terrible mistake. Crosses it in here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Milan clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Xavi Alonso. And it's Xavi Alonso. And he's searching through. Very nicely done.
It's Adriano! Off the post!
De Bruyne. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Xavi Alonso. Kimmich. Saliba. Xavi Alonso. And Araujo. Xavi Alonso. Now Saliba. Saliba. Araujo. Saliba. Oh, terrible pass. And it's gone backward.
Great chance! Messi! From another planet! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
It is no contest. It is a landslide. An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
It's become a case of men against boys. And they've got a throw. And it's Seedorf. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Spread neatly. And this is Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's De Bruyne. Strong running down that left flank. That's very neat.
Galatasaray seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
He's found a way through. Araujo with the clearance. Araujo. And it's Kimmich. Xavi Alonso. Kimmich. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Cambio di giocatori.
Kimmich. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Araujo. And it's De Jong. Pedri. Nicely weighted ball. This is Van Nistelrooy. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Maldini. And the number on the board is 3. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's Adriano! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To increase the lead. And that may well be that. That is that. Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponent.